This is my last weekend with my family, and they don't even know it. Plus update. Don't get me 18, I'm wrong, I love them, but they expect me to spend the rest of my life here in the projects joining my dad at his work. They never wanted me to leave the house, let alone the state. I remember a few months ago when we were talking about college, they looked at me like I'm crazy. My dad got so pissed off he was yelling at me, and my mom was basically guilt-tripping me ever since about abandoning my family when they raised me, so the least I could do was stay to help my dad in his business. That's not the life I want though. For years, they always kind of decided that I'm not doing anything else except this. So they don't even know that I started applying at different colleges, or that I've got a full scholarship. Couldn't even share that news with them because they'd lose their shit. My girlfriend and I already found an apartment to move in together closer to campus, which is like 20 hours away from here. Our summer classes start in over a week, so we decided this is gonna be our last weekend here so we can have time to move. I'm not taking a lot with me except my clothes and important papers. She told me I should tell them since we're already leaving anyways, but I don't got the heart to do it. To be honest, I don't want today and tomorrow to be fighting or them being sad or mad with me. I want our last weekend to be normal before I gotta leave. Just hope they can accept my choice in the future. Edit. We're on the road. I'll post more on the details later. Update. So I added in my last post that my girlfriend and I were on the road already, but that I'll say more later. Here it is. The whole thing went as hard as I expected it. I mentioned in another comment my parents thought all we were doing was going on a camping trip with my girlfriend's family for a few days. When I hugged them to say bye, they thought this was still a camping trip. Like an hour-ish in, I FaceTimed with them to say the truth. We pulled over so I could talk to them outside the car. My dad was yelling, my mom was crying. He couldn't believe he raised me to be this selfish with them. All my mom could say was she can't even look at me right now since I basically picked school over my family. It broke my heart tbh. But it made me glad we didn't have this talk in person because it would have hurt a million times worse. Trying to tell them I'm not abandoning them and I want them to be part of this journey with me didn't work. Nothing I said worked at all. My mom completely left the conversation, so it was only my dad. All he had left to say though was I better not expect help from them ever in the future because help is for family and I've shown them I'm not family anymore. He hung up on me. They haven't sent any other messages since yesterday. My girlfriend was the best supporter here. I cried it out and she was hugging me the whole time until we got back on the road again. Right now, I feel like the movie Tangled, going through different stages between happy and guilty. I'm trying not to focus too much on my family, just to be excited for the future. We are taking the scenic route going up the Pacific Coast Highway. Last night, we made it to Santa Barbara to spend the night. We took a detour to the beach this morning, and we're on our way now to this little place called Solvang to look around for a bit. It's been fun so far. We want to make it a memorable experience, so we're gonna be making a few more stops along the way to just look at everything. We'll probably be making it in 2 or 3 days, but we still have time to settle in before our classes start. Still sad, obviously, but we are still enjoying the drive together. I really appreciated everyone's support here. Didn't respond to everyone, but I've read almost all of your comments during the drive. You guys are so sweet. Thank you for showing your support, because this really was the hardest thing I had to do.